Welcome back to Wave of Dalker, episode 18, Week in Music. 4 albums this week. They're just okay. I'm trying to think back what albums I even listened to. There's a new one. There's one from the 80s. What were the first two? You'll see now. But yeah, I can't really remember any standouts from this week. Another week. I really need to step up my game. That one week where I chose what was it? The Glow Part 2, Ants from up there, one other one. That was a good week. I need to get some more 90s back in this piece. But yeah, whatever. On to the albums, on to the other guys, and I'll be back to wrap it up. So here they are. Album number 1 of the week. Masterpiece by Big Thief. Came out 2015, 23. It was the 2023 remaster. It wasn't a masterpiece, but it was still really good. I really like Big Thief. I listened to their album New Dragon, Warm Blood, Mountain, Dragon, Mountain, whatever it was, that came out last year. And I listened to Adrienne Lenker's album as well recently. And I just really like her voice. I like their sound a lot. It's just super dope. Yeah, not really much to say about this album. I listened to it while developing film, and it was just good. Stayed pretty consistent with its sound. And they just make good stuff. I'm just a big fan of them. And I can't really see them making, bad stuff. So I'm going to go, give me 82 hot dogs out of 100. That feels right. That's my rating. That's album 1. On to the next one. Album number 2 of the week, Voice Memos by Quadeca, or Voice Notes. I just saw it. I already forgot. It came out 2019, I think. First album by Quadeca. I heard about him from the Hive Mind YouTube channel. He's guest starred on them a bunch, and actually apparently the two most recent albums that he released, I think it's I Didn't Mean to Haunt You and Scrapyard or Junkyard or something, are really highly acclaimed. So I was you know what, I don't want to check out those. I'm gonna check out his first one. I'll probably check out the other ones later. But this album was all right. I can tell that it's a very early project for him. It feels like it's a very raw, just piece of music, the entire thing. It started off a little shaky, but I think that's just the point. It's kind of the first track was kind of the first track, I think it was called Ego Death, was kind of a interlude-esque kind of tune. But it was all right. There weren't really any songs that I heavily disliked, but there weren't a lot of songs that I really liked. But it's an early project of his, and I'm sure as I make my way through his discography, it's gonna get a lot better. But yeah, it kind of reminded me, this is a tough comparison, but if I had to compare it to an artist that I know, it had kind of early Wyland vibes, where it's that era of kind of I don't want to say SoundCloud-esque rap, but it's that kind of, where it's they're early and they haven't found their footing yet, and it's just kind of that harsh, in-your-face kind of rap. That's the vibe it's giving me. But I'm gonna go, give me 67 hot dogs out of 100. I enjoyed it, but not that much. On to the next album. Album number 3 of the week, Today by Galaxy 500. Came out in 1988. I was looking for a shoegaze album today. No particular reason. Kind of just I had no albums really docked up in my library that I had saved for later. I was I'm just going to go for a shoegaze album. I've just been thinking about it recently. I haven't really listened to a lot of shoegaze. Cocteau Twins comes to mind. I know I listened to one recently. I have a few. I know Whir is shoegaze. Maybe Belly is shoegaze. I don't know genres. I'm not a music expert, as I've expressed in the show countless times. But yeah, today was all right. Galaxy 500. Yeah, it was a shoegaze album. It was the vocals I wasn't really that fond of. I thought the guitar was really great. That's the one big motif that I know with shoegaze, is that it's a really heavy guitar, not metal-esque, but more of just it's very heavy on the guitar. I thought the guitar work was pretty solid, but the vocals I just kind of felt dampened down my enjoyment of it a little bit. But that's just me. Obviously, this is just me. I'm reviewing this, but yeah, it was just all right for me. I'm gonna go, I don't know, 61 hot dogs out of 100. It was just an all-right shoegaze album from the 80s, which is, that kind of era was, I'm sure, ripe with all-right shoegaze albums. But, yeah, it was all right. I want to check out more of Galaxy 500 and some more shoegaze. But, yeah, Today by Galaxy 500, 61. It's alright. On to the next album. Album number 4 of the week, Radical Optimism by Dua Lipa. And let me say, I was radically optimistic about this album and was kind of disappointed. Boom! What a line. Yeah, this album was just okay. She, in like the rollout for it, like months and months ago, she kind of described it as like a psych pop, and I get that on maybe 3 of the tracks, and I think it's like 9 or 10 tracks long. Houdini and Training Season, fantastic. I think the beats for both of those tracks are phenomenal. But yeah, the rest of it just kind of feels safe, and that's kind of like, I kind of resent that when it comes to a lot of artists, because like some of my favorite artists, I've talked about this on my podcast before, but it's like Playboi Carti, Claire are like my top 2 favorite artists, and their most recent albums, Whole Lotta Red and Sling respectively, are kind of like, it's not like a full departure from their previous discography, but it's different. Like Immunity is bedroom pop, like very indie pop, like very like, it's very similar to Dire 001, like it stays in that bedroom pop kind of window. And then Sling is a lot more acoustic folk, softer vocals, like acoustic. Whole Lotta Red isn't like a stark departure from Die Lit, self-titled, but it's different. Like it's that kind of punk rap, like kind of like modernize the rap game, and like kind of, it's like a catalyst for a lot of the current artists. But with this, like, I don't know, outside of Houdini and Training Season, I think the track list is kind of similar to what we've heard from her before, and I'm just kind of disappointed by that. It's a good album, good tracks, but it's just kind of like, I think I kind of tricked myself into thinking that I like Dua Lipa, and I think I like maybe 4 of her songs. One Kiss, maybe 2, One Kiss and Pretty Please. And Dance Night's pretty good. I think I kind of just tricked myself just because Dua Lipa's just, mind-bogglingly, that's a fake word, gorgeous. I'm just like, you know what? She's really pretty, and I like a few of her songs. I like Dua Lipa as an artist. I like a few of her songs. Radical Optimism, bit of a disappointment. I'm going to go 66 out of 100. Not that great. That was a really long rant, but on to the next album, or the other guy. I don't know. I forget. And now I'm back. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Let me know what albums I should listen to in the future. Blah, 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 blah. Like and subscribe. Peace out.